It's the I will settle for it 100%. It is the best tasting water I've ever. Don't drink breakfast water, I'll say that.
Wonderful in there. I'm setting up my light. There it is. I'm off the camera. I guess you come in.
Why do you look at the camera if you know it's working? Like,
far back in the room. We're going to start the evening. We're going to bring in our wedding party. So let's put our hands together for all of bridesmaids. Feet for the moment to celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. DeMello. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to share the first dance as a happily married couple. Let's hear it for it, guys.
Can you guys hear me? Silence. Can we get a moment of silence, please? Silence all in here. Silence all in here.
Silence, thank you guys, just for a minute, for a hot second. We need absolute silence, thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I don't want to bring all this celebration and merriment down, but Jess and I have a very important thing that we wanted to recently, my brother Michael and his fiancée Erica lost their child of 10 days, Luna DeMello. And they are now suffering with something that no parent ever should, regardless of how many days or years they've been on this earth. So I'm just going to say a couple things about Luna. Luna, you are the truest definition of possibility. You could have been anyone, a friend, a doctor, an athlete, even the person sitting beside you right here today. But instead, you are a daughter, a granddaughter, a sister, and a niece. I just want to end a constant reminder that all of our time here is finite and we should cherish life for as much as possible. Luna, you'll be remembered and cherished, and with all that we should strive to love life. Please raise your glasses if you can, don't worry about it. And a cheers to possibility, life, and our sweet little Luna.
Louder.
Yeah.
I'm too tall for this microphone.
Ew.
Thank you, everyone. Distinguished guests, family, acquaintances, allow me to welcome you to tonight's arcane realm, empowered by a truly ancient ritual, marriage. I am Ryan Riddell, and it is my honor to be the MC for this evening's festivities. Tonight, we are celebrating Chris and Jess as both of these individuals come together as family. Something Dominic Toretto has been dealing with. And we would like to extend our thanks to those who have come far and near to join us in these celebrations, and also thanks to those who have been unable to attend in person. And to those joining remotely, thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Before we drive into the night, there are a few house rules to make note of, so please pay attention, because there may or may not be a quiz later, but I'll never tell. We live in a strange time, and your understanding is appreciated. Imagine, if you will, a masquerade ball, but the masks are for your mouth. Please remember that masks are required when moving through the venue space. Please try and maintain a safe distance from others when possible. Masks are required to order drinks in the bar, and the Spice Factory also asks that guests limit themselves to 3 people at a time ordering drinks at the bar. The only exception for masks is when you're seated at your table and eating and drinking. And in other news, if there are any emergencies or needs for non-prescription medication, an Advil for the road perhaps, please check with Anita and Tammy. They can assist. Later this evening, a shuttle will be provided. This is so you remember now before you drink too much and forget. So you need to write this on your hand if that might be you. It starts at 10 o'clock and it goes back and forth forever until 12:15.
That is forever.
Yeah, it's basically a small sample of what forever is like. And the last shuttle leaves at 12:15, and then the ritual of this party is complete. Finally, to begin our evening, I'd like to welcome the maid of honor, Michaela, up here to offer a toast to the bride and groom.
Pretend you like me.
They all like you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Michaela, the older sister. Louder.
Hi everybody, I'm Michaela. Most of you I've met before, so hello family and hello new friends. I just want to first thank you Anita and the Spice Factory, and also Anita's team for just what they pulled off today. Huge thanks to them. Super, I think I have to add our photographer for capturing today. Our amazing beautification team for the ladies. We're already beautiful, but just feeling a little bit more gorgeous today, so thank you for that. Cheers to that. Also, Chris, welcome to the family. We loved you at first sight. We're just happy you've made it official. Thank you for being an amazing and loving partner to Jess, an amazing uncle, and Jess already an amazing auntie to our little Violet, because I cannot. You've already been part of our family for a while. You've already felt like family. We're very happy you're here. You are that half that we've always wanted for Jess. And we love you so much, Jess. We love you so much too.
I would hope so.
And if anything, we want the best future for you both. You are perfect. We look forward to seeing you grow. And we love you so much. So just a cheers to the couple.
Thank you. All right. Please allow me now to introduce Gloria, the best man for Greece.
I'm gonna try it. Jason, you can hear me okay? Yeah. Woo! Just grab the sheet on the Okay, well, welcome. Hi, for all of you, those of you who don't know me, my name is Gloria, and I am Chris's best man. I've known Chris for a long time now. Actually, the first time I met Chris was on my 18th birthday. We were at a pool party, and DeMello, in all of his beauty, got absolutely wasted on sake and somehow managed to puke into his own back hair. Don't get me wrong, I was hella impressed, but somehow I didn't think that this was going to be the start of a lifelong friendship. But a few weeks later, DeMello walked into the movie theater that I was working at. He was on the way to a job interview. He had forgotten to wear his belt, so the pants were basically falling off of him. So he asked if he had any rope or something around the movie theater that he could wear as a belt instead. I had a look around, I couldn't find rope, but I did happen to find some zip ties. So obviously we chained a bunch of zip ties together, and I zip tied DeMello into his pants and sent him on his way. I think you'll all be surprised too. No, DeMello did not get that job. So it was at that time that I thought, this guy's really weird.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, but, you know, weird in kind of like a fun, interesting, charming kind of way. So I definitely knew I wanted to get to know DeMello better. So the rest of that was history. We've been best friends for about 15 years now, and throughout our friendship, DeMello has actually taught me a lot. So, as a proper millennial, I thought I would make this speech into a listicle and tell you the top 10 things that DeMello has taught me over our friendship. So, number 10, to maximize your efficiency, you should use coffee instead of water in your meal.
Yeah.
It's just efficient. Number 9 is shoes are optional, even in a public washroom. Number 8 is always stick up for your friends, and this is I have a little bit of story for this one. So one time we were renting a beach house, and our good friend Phil here, who's another groomsman. This is Phil over here. Everybody say hi to Phil. So Phil got very drunk one afternoon, and he ended up puking off the side of our porch on this beach house that we had rented. So DeMello, being a good friend, was out there helping him, but a lady and her very young children started walking past him. She was very obviously upset and disgusted by this. So DeMello said, "What? You never been drunk before?" Scared her away. So let's give it up for your friend. Number 7 is don't squander your opportunities. And the way that he taught me this is by eating all our leftovers while we were roommates. If I wanted them, I
They would have gone bad.
fault because they were so boring. So number 5 is a lesson that you, now that you're a married man, don't have much use for, but anybody single in the house, you can use this. This is some pro tips here. So, use friends of your use pictures of friends' dogs on Tinder to woo chicks.
It works. It works. Really well.
Sensitive and responsible, and you don't have to go through all the hassle of owning a dog.
You welcome, Chris.
But case in point, it works. Come on, guys, right? All right. Number 4 is don't text and drive. And DeMello's taught me this by being a passenger while he texts and drives.
But we'll yell at you when you tell them not to do it.
Yeah, it makes your drive worse and it makes your texts unreadable. Can't do it. So number 3 is work hard, and this is genuinely like a serious one. DeMello is literally one of the hardest working people I've ever met. While we were roommates, this guy was working a full-time job, he was doing school, he was volunteering to like unionize video game workers.
Still is.
Right? Yeah. And he was doing part-time journalism. He does a lot. Honestly, DeMello, I think, works a little bit too hard. He's one of those people who tries to make his hobbies into a job. Like, we all know he went to video game. He tried to get into video game journalism so he could talk about Metal Gear all day, right? You know he won't get paid for that. 100%.
Not wrong.
And so number 2 is don't be afraid to try new things, especially if they come from the ocean. I've never tried octopus until I met DeMello, and I can say I'll never try it again, but now I'm not afraid of it. And lastly, the number 1 thing that DeMello's taught me is just to love with your whole heart. And you can just see the way that DeMello embodies this because he's so kind and considerate with kindness. But, I mean, we all know I'm talking about Jess, obviously. And I'm taking a second to just talk to you directly, Jess, because, like, you know he loves you so much.
I mean, like, Atticus is, like, out there.
Atticus is pretty good.
Like,
but,
Atticus is level
number one. Yeah, but, like, once you cracked his heart exterior, you know that you were in there for life. And, like, he's just constantly thinking about ways to make your life easier and how to make you happy. And, like, that's all he wants in the world. I know you know that, but sometimes it feels good to hear about it from somebody else. So, like, I know you guys are going to be so happy together. I cannot wait to see what the future holds. And, like, I just love you both so much. And with that, let's all raise a glass. So, to Chris and Jess.
Hello, everybody. Just before we start the meal service, if you're wondering how to get the bride and groom to kiss, Chris and Jess have requested no traditional kinky classes, but instead, please offer your best or worst pun. Jess, Chris, I was told to provide an example. So you may have heard this one before, but please, if you would oblige us, what's Irish and stays out all night? Patty O furniture. The hashtag is DemNugs.
No.
DMNUNG.
Yes.
If you're gonna hashtag.
Pluralize it. Pluralize it.
S.
Oh,
As an S and no.
An S, there's also an S. You can put them together however you want.
Yay, people.
You forgot to kiss after the fun.
We kiss.